Nora, what's the matter?
Well, it's the end of my season.
It is. Senior year.
Yeah.
All over. Do you want to do a mile with me, though, before we end it?
That sounds great.
All right, let's do it.
I like that.
I'm going to get my watch started. You get yours started.
Okay, I'm good.
All right, let's do this. All right, Nora. This is one I've been looking forward to.
Yeah?
Is visiting with you. Yes. So let's start off with this. How many years of cross country have you done?
Well, I did it both years in middle school.
Okay.
But I didn't do it my freshman year.
Interesting.
And actually, your wife would talk to me during I still remember freshman year orientation. She was telling me you're not doing cross country this year.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I don't know. The workload, high school is new. I don't know. And then the summer after my freshman year, I was like, I miss this so much.
Yes.
so then I joined back in my sophomore year, and last year and this year too.
Well, having been married to her for 30 years, she can talk anybody into anything.
Oh, I bet you can. I bet you can.
So what made you make the jump then? I know she talked you into it, but something in your head had to go, yeah, I want to get back in this.
It was actually, so Devin Brown was talking to me about, this team meal he was going to, how the guys were doing some sort of midnight run. And I was like, what? That's crazy. But then I was like, but also how fun that they all get to share that together. That must be making some fun memories.
Yes.
So I was like, yeah, I was just thinking about the team and how much I missed that community.
Yep, for sure. So the last 4 cross-country teams, can you name them?
Well, I wasn't here for my freshman year, but it was Be the Buffalo.
Okay.
Second one was Together.
Okay.
Mac likes that one.
Yes.
Last year was... What was last year? I know this. Together. History Championship.
Yes, nice.
And this year's Run for One, Run for All.
Okay, good. And which one of those in your mind was the most meaningful to you?
Probably this year's.
Yeah.
I really did like last year's about pursuing a championship environment, not necessarily the medal that comes from a championship.
Yeah.
But I really like this year's because I think it highlights how the individuals in the team really contribute to the whole.
Right.
Everyone has their own personal things that they're striving for in cross country.
Sure.
But then we also all work together to help each other with that. And we have big team goals that we share together.
Yeah. So who on the cross country team now, or even in the past, was the most influential for you?
I think JC Trine.
Okay.
We did not get super close, but when I was thinking about going to this year, as a senior and whatnot.
Yeah.
I was thinking about I want to be the senior that JC Trine was for me.
Right.
She was so welcoming to people.
Right.
She was kind and made people feel included.
Yep.
And that's what I really wanted to be for other people.
So in your mind, what do you want to be as a leader for the kids this year? You've kind of already been in there, but what are the attributes you're wanting to make sure that...
I want everyone to feel like they have a place in this sport, because you don't have to be good at running to do cross country. And I think this is a very unique sport in the fact that no one's on the bench. Everyone gets to play.
Yes.
And so I think it's really special because you don't have that this is one group and the other group, because only these people get to perform and these people don't. And so there's not that divide. And so cross country already has that base of a really connected feeling, but making everyone feel like they have a place to be.
Yep. Let's talk about the actual running stuff now. What's your favorite workout?
Okay, it's long runs.
Okay.
I love long runs. They are my favorite workout we do in the week because, you don't have to go fast.
Yeah.
So that's kind of nice. You just get to go at a nice, easy pace.
Yeah.
And you get to run for a long time, talking with the people you're running with.
Yes.
And so it's essentially I'm at a coffee shop with a friend.
There you go.
Talking, except we're just running.
And a different stimulant than caffeine.
Yeah.
Right, I get it. In fact, I follow you on Strava and part of the group, and I noticed last weekend, I think there was a double-digit run.
There was, yes. Yes, it was my first 10 miler. So.
That's amazing.
Yes, it was.
I hope you understand, like, that's a very, very small group of the world that can run 10 miles without stopping. Or even with pause, it doesn't matter. Just doing 10 miles in a single run.
Yeah.
There's just not a lot of people who can do that.
Yeah.
What's the workout that, let's say, challenges you the most?
Okay, well, like, mentally, probably flux.
Okay.
And not like mental, like I have to overcome the difficulty.
Yeah.
Mental, like I have to think, okay, how much time am I supposed to have in between?
Right.
When do I start?
Right.
But workout-wise, probably the repeats.
Okay.
Rebecca Wittenberg loves them, so
Yeah.
props to her, but...
That's good. What has been your favorite course to run in our meets?
So, I thought the course last night was kind of fun while we were warming up and walking on it. And then I ran it and I decided it wasn't my favorite.
Okay.
But I do like the Hillcrest course.
Okay.
Which, like, similarly, it's not fun to actually run it.
Yeah.
But I do like that it's challenging.
Right. It's very unique. We don't see a lot of courses like that. Yeah.
And I like how much you run in the woods.
Yeah.
I really like running in the woods. It's always something going on. It's interesting.
Yeah. What race in particular was the most satisfying for you and will stick with you forever?
So the first race that popped in my mind was the ISU meet we had this year.
Yeah.
Because I beat my all-time PR.
Sure.
Which was exciting. But I think it was actually last year at, I think it was Heartland.
Yeah.
Because Phoebe and I were finishing in our last mile, you know, it's that like last 800 to 600 meters you have left.
Right.
And we got to the top of that hill and I was like, Phoebe, I have to walk. Like, I'm so done. And so she said, okay. And so she walked with me. And she didn't leave, she kept running with me. We walked like 100 meters. And she's like, you can do this. Like, we are so close to the end. And I was like, okay, don't leave me. And so she did it. And so she pushed me. And I remember we were like running like that last stretch in the flags, like, to each other, talking back and forth, cheering the other on.
Yes.
Like as you're going to cross the finish line.
Yeah. That's great. So, do you have a pre-race meal that you go to that you like to have that helps you feel ready to run?
A pre-race, did you say meal?
Yeah, pre-race meal, yeah.
I don't eat much before a race.
Okay.
Like maybe a couple apple slices, but I gotta tell you what, I look forward to every time after a meet.
Okay, yeah.
I love every time I have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's my favorite thing. Every time it's like a reward. I get to look forward to it on the bus ride home. Like, oh, it's time for my peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
That's good.
It's good.
When you're out, when you go out on the long runs, you're in a different group than some of the other people I do this with because everybody's a little bit different speeds. So I wonder what conversations happen in your group.
So, it kind of depends.
Okay.
There are two different groups. Like sometimes we'll have a run and it'll be random things.
Yeah.
And sometimes we'll have a run and it'll be a little bit TMI things.
Yeah.
But like we're close enough that it's okay.
Right.
So I don't know if I can share the second group.
Okay.
But if you want, I can share a story from the first one.
Yeah, do it.
I guess maybe like a couple of weeks ago, Lyndon, Isabel, and I were running and we were talking about like, how do inhalers actually work?
Okay.
And we were thinking about that and we were talking about different things about like the science behind it and what it does to like your lungs. We couldn't figure it out.
So that's good. So kind of engineering and medical all combined.
Yeah,
I got it.
And then, you know, last weekend we were talking about like wildcats. So, you know, it varies.
Yeah. So one of the things that I have appreciated about you is your ability to make everybody feel included and always seem to be positive. And I think family life plays into that some way. Mm-hmm. And I have a unique understanding of your family in that I work with your dad. Mm-hmm. So how many siblings do you have?
I have 3 sisters, no brothers.
Okay. And one of those is fairly new.
Yes.
That's the one I want to hit on. Is that Christina?
Yes,
Is that her
Christine.
name? Tell me a little bit about Christina.
Okay, so Christine is, I'm so thankful she joined our family.
Yeah.
She's a lot, but we love her, and it's not like
Yes.
she just turned 12.
Okay. Yeah.
She's starting to, enter that
Right.
that teenage sass.
Yeah.
But it's not like she didn't learn it from nowhere. Like, I'm gonna be honest, all my sisters and I taught it to her.
Right.
Mostly Aaliyah, but
Yes.
but we all played a part, and so it's kind of fun. But she's always so happy. I love her laugh because it's so loud, and it's like every time she laughs, she thinks it's the funniest thing she's heard. She thinks it's hilarious. So
Has that relationship influenced your running or cross country adventures at all?
for sure, I think because Christine, so we adopted her from Burkina Faso.
Okay.
And she grew up very malnourished.
Yes.
So her brain doesn't remember things
Yeah.
like ours does. It's
Yeah.
because it didn't get to develop as much as it should have.
Right.
And so because of that, it's helped me, I think more so my interactions with other people.
Yeah.
Because I've been able to be, okay, why is this person
Yes.
acting this way? I don't know their full story.
Right. So a real sense of understanding and willingness to see the other side. Well, that's awesome. And I was glad we got that on video because I just like that story. And you know what? We've hit a mile.
Oh, we have.
And I appreciate you running a mile with me.
Thank you.
Nice job.